Well, Evil Geniuses were able to show that they were geniuses of Inferno, but now we're going over to Overpass here for the second map of this BO3. Joined here with Laz and, of course, Pineapple Phillips.
It's an exciting one. Again, it has been an EG train thus far. 16-4 to recap on map 1. That was the pick of Mythic, absolutely eviscerated by EG, and now at this point, Mythic are just trying to stay alive in this one. Looking at the investments. Again, no dualies. We've kind of seen a lot of dualies as of late. Like, what, 2 pairs on each team is kind of the go-to. Super soldiers rather than a kit. Instead, it's just a more traditional buy. Flom beheaded outright. So much map control taken by EG with no contact either beyond that opening kill. Flom was absolutely blindsided by that one. Stack towards long A could catch out EG, but Rush spots them both. He will be taken down, but now EG are wise to it. That's what's most important. Walco trades out onto Cooper. 3 versus 4, and if there's a kit, it's down towards the divider. Truck Lover and Freakazoid, they do well. They find a pair of kills, but still 3 versus 2, far from over. George, the timing perfect. He finds one. Freak finds a second short, but George doubles down, and Freak is low on HP. Just doesn't seem feasible, especially without the kit. Bomb is over halfway gone at this stage, and George at this point is playing with his food. This could be a second 4K for George on the opening pistol round of a map. Yes, it is. He found 4 on Inferno round 1. He finds 4 on Overpass round 1.
Well, man, we wanted to see George doing some big things, and I think this game is this is starting to paint that picture for us a little bit. I mean, the fact that he's able to get another quad kill in the second map of this BO3, just phenomenal and unbelievable. But I mean, even that play, you can see, again, he just crosses over the truck. He didn't even get spotted from Freakazoid. He had no idea, so there was no standing chance. But Mythic, they come down on the pistol. They can put a full investment into this one. They're going to put the scouts with the MP9s. They're putting everything on the line here. They want us to see what they can do to get some kind of a grip back in this game. And I don't know. I mean, this is asking a lot. If they lose this, this could put them in a double save, which could really be a blunder.
It's always risky, but, you know, CT teams do often go for it, and T-side teams that get the bomb plant do as well. It could definitely work out. We saw Cooper specifically, second round CT side last time, 2-tapped somebody with the scout. So it is definitely doable.
A lot of respect, though. Look at this waiting it out, and they're just going to get ready for the old pounce here at the B site. 3 players, though, from Mythic. They're going to group up towards this. The scout kind of floating towards A, so they don't have that scope here. Here's the nade. Stan should be able to lead this. Oh, that timing. Oh, he doesn't even find that kill. He does all the damage in the world, but he's not able to get the last dagger in. So now they're still alive. It's a 3-on-4 now. Still an advantage here for Mythic in terms of the body count. What is going on here, Walco? He knows somebody's there. And there we go, finally. Oh,
target-rich environment. He does well to find one and do some damage, but it's not enough. Plant goes down, Cooper. He finds the first. He catches Junior looking. It's just the Mac 10 now, and he knows exactly where he is. Cooper, this is a very real opportunity, but the USP, it requires a double dink against the full HP player. That's what really seals his fate. The Mac 10 harvests some cash, got that bomb plant, picks up the AK. It was an expensive round, but Evil Geniuses emerged victorious. They can now breathe easy. They know it's going to be a save from Team Mythic.
Yeah, it came right down to that 1v1, but again, they got the bomb plant, they got the round, so now they're sitting pretty. They got some good cash flowing through. Like I said, for Mythic, I mean, putting that much money on the board like that, really risky, but they made it competitive, but now they're just going to have P250s and a couple HEs, so they're going to try the quad stack, maybe something there. Waiting things out. Junior going to lead this charge. He is able to find the headhunter of Flom. And man, they're just mopping this site quickly. Oh, this is just quick. This is a bit more of a sweep, and there it is.
Damage
just down to 1. It's Cooper. Yeah, good night.
It's good damage, realistically, with just the pistols, right? 2 players going down to third would really be solid for Cooper here. You have to get a double dink, though, or a close-up headshot onto Rush with some luck. But 2 kills, honestly, it's not bad. EG making this round quick. Again, they are in control of this one. It will be a third, all but guaranteed. The question is, can Cooper somehow pull a kill out of the magic hat? No. Quick, no. Walco, 7 kills already. Out the gate sprinting. EG 3-0 start. Mythic finally going to offer up some resistance. It's going to be a nice, solid investment. Cooper, of course, on the big green. 4 M4 surrounding, 2 being A4s. No kit, but good utility. Team Mythic, at this point, you're going to have to win this by attrition. If they let the bomb go down, it's going to be a very difficult retake ahead of them.
Well, they're going to need this one right now. Like you said, Cooper with the big green, so we're going to have to see what he's going to be able to find. We talked a lot about, you know, he had the op a few times on Inferno, but really just couldn't seem to put that thing to work at all. And even EG now, they're just leaving A. They're not even putting any attention toward this, so it's just going to be the split towards B right now. The pop flash coming in, I believe that's from George. Sorry. Pop comes in. That's going to be Freakazoid able to find that first opener, but EG again put the EG logo all over this, and now it's starting to get back to an even situation, and Hate's fully blind, but now things are falling apart a little bit.
Had to burst into the site with that initial barrage of flashes. You mentioned it coming in from George. They found 2 as well, and they could probably find a third as well. They went quickly enough and also got ahead of that rotation, but as it stands, they do not successfully do so. Bomb is dropped in the middle of the site as well. Junior and Walco gonna have to do something special here if they want to get out of these choke points. It's a good Molotov to start things off. Hate those still to support that Molotov. I think, no, that must have been the intended lineup. That close wall is a pretty important spot to clear. A lot of this rests on Junior. He has to unseat somebody with the big green. He has to walk into the crosshair of Cooper and find the opening like that. Walco flashed away. Still stays alive, though. Go. It all hinges on that. The big green. Walk out from Walco, though.
Timing.
Perfect timing. The up, though. Junior does not seize the day. Flom gets to survive, and Cooper catches Junior. A critical op shot missed from the new player of EG early on, and hopefully that's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, that was a lot of pressure that Junior needed to find that right. They had a good one-on-one split, a little bit risky, but like you said, that timing that came out of Monster, he was able to find it. Junior, if he would have landed that shot, that would have turned that 3-on-2 into a 1-on-2. So, a little bit of a missed shot, nail in the coffin, but Mythic now can get a little bit of sigh of relief. They got themselves a first round finally. The op still in the floating pool here for the CT side. Junior gonna have his own op too. He doesn't have any utility, but instead they're just gonna put him in the driver's seat to see what he can do with this thing. Get a little bit of redemption, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna do. That's already the first one.
That's the start. Flom was bullied on map 1. Looks like he's being bullied early on map 2 as well. I'm thinking about that pistol round. Literally swings out, divider, sees 4 people just crouch walking, crab walking up at him. It's not been a fun map.
That's
for
savage.
him. Yeah.
No, it really hasn't.
So maybe he'll get to stretch, show some nuclear prowess, but as it stands, it is the op of Cooper to strike, rush, a good trade. It is a cobbled together investment for EG as well. Tech 9 for Stanislaw, but rifle surrounding, and now a double op, the op of Cooper being recovered. Walco and Junior, the big greens at hand. This is the right read from Mythic. I have 2 players on this A site, but will it be enough to rebuke this take? Keep in mind, there's still 4 players alive and 4 players entering into this site. Stanislaw recovers an A1S. In long spot. NP9 at range does damage, but can't get the kill. Good one for Rush. A second for Junior to unseats Freakazoid, and that leaves his Hate. Coming up connector, thinks better of it. EG quickly back in the winner's column, and Team Mythic, difficult path ahead for them.
Yeah, they even toss away that op too. So I mean, Walco does get rewarded with the M4, and Hate's actually getting a little bit, you know, in some unfamiliar territory here. So he got some T's close on by, but I think he should be able to survive with this. And if he can stay alive, this is going to be big because he's got a full thing of armor with a kit and a lot of utility. So very important for Hate to stay alive in this kind of a situation. But again, like you said, it really does. Okay, Hate went for the peak. Hate went for the peak. All right. You had to prove me wrong.
I had to prove you wrong. It would have been something to stand on, right? It would have been one player with a rifle, one player with utility to kind of just rally the troops. If Mythic play their cards right there, they have the rifle taking point and always in a spot where his rifle is recoverable, and they can kind of just chain the rifle back as the player with it falls. That's kind of the best way to do it. But without it, they really don't have legs to stand on. It's going to be pistols. We did see, that Deagle round on Inferno for Mythic. Something like that could happen, but it's very unlikely. 257s, P250, the Deagle Kevlar for Hate versus the full rifles of EG. 2 M4s, 2 AKs, and the big green for Junior.
They are going to stack towards the site again, though. This is what they tried before. It didn't work, but like we said, I mean, this was on Inferno. This is where you got to go for those risky plays, those risky stacks. And EG going for the bait a little bit. They smell the cheese. They want to go for this this B site again. They're not even putting, again, no attention towards A, so they've just fully invested into this B hit alone. But they're taking this silently. They're not using any utility. And look at Mythic. They've already left it. Oh, man, that timing. It's impeccable, and there it is. EG get a free site. They're going to get the bomb down. They don't have a lot of utility to work with, but they still have a little bit they can push down these CTs. George taking out a 34, though. That's a huge nade.
And I was worried Hate could have been the one to find the opening over towards short. He had the Deagle, he had the Kevlar, he didn't have to open the door either, right? That could have been a very big opportunity, but EG are wise to it. At this point, Mythic are going to go for exits, The Kevlar specifically on Freakazoid could be useful in the round following, so it would behoove him to save, given the round is so far gone at this point. EG, realistically looking at another opportunity to really keep a flawless round alive, build that T economy, and there things could really begin to fall by the wayside. Walco again, top of the board for his team, 9 kills to his name. Stanislaw hasn't done a lot, but he doesn't have to do a lot. He's the IGL after all. He's the one making the calls. Junior beginning to come alive as well. You would expect as such. It is the Opera's playground of Overpass. But EG, 5-1, looking good. Steady ahead.
Full steam ahead here for the EG side, and a big 4-round lead, and now the guns are going to come right back out here for Mythic. They do have the op getting placed here for Cooper. Hate was sitting around that 4600. He is going to spend it all on that M4A4 with the utility. Got a nice mixture of the rifles here.
No kit,
I mean, some no kits. Yeah, no kits. One person flaw with head armor. I'm not sure why.
Would have been a kit right there. Ooh, good flash, but George a little bit too quick with it. Cooper finds the opening. He's all alone, and so he'll be isolated. Very well done from EG to scale back in response. That op is a big one to find. Honestly, it's a favorable 1-for-1, all things considered. And now EG can continue their default up towards A. I think have been forced away completely. Again, EG looking calm and in control.
Very patient again, just waiting things out. Expecting some counter aggression coming through here from Mythic. But both teams are just kind of at a standstill. They're just going to wait things out. EG right now have to make the play, of course, being on their T side. They are down the player. It is a 4-4, though. They still have that op in the rotation. Mythic don't. And they've been doing such a good job of just, again, catching Mythic off guard in their positioning so far here, Pineapple. So, again, this is where I'm expecting maybe they're going to try to throw a little bit of a fake, group up, silently go for that execute again. And it's already looking like that's the game plan, maybe.
Gonna run their default. Freakazoid dismantles it, though. Junior and Stanislaw, one player holding, the second player lining up utility. Both dismantled by Freakazoid. He's coming alive in a big way. Spots the bomb as well. Walco lurking up long, only good for 1. Sure, he takes down the heavy hitter of Freakazoid, but it leaves Rush in a 1 versus 3. And on half HP, no less. He sprinted to that Molotov. 10 seconds left. No real opportunity for recourse. No real chance to find a way back into it. He'll fall back. He'll probably grab that op and save it. Mythic, off the back of Freakazoid's heroics, find a second.
Well, he doesn't pick up the op, though, so at least now they can get this to Junior. They still have plenty of cash where they can invest in the rifles. I think even Walco's sitting at 7,800, so again, they should be fine for this gun round. But a good stance that we see from Mythic. They finally pick up a big round they needed. Get something kind of back in their favor a little bit. It's pretty much dead even in terms of the, the value of both the guns that are on the board here from both sides. Loss bonus obviously kicking up a little bit more here for Mythic, but Do we see something a little bit more creative here from Mythic? Maybe a little bit more aggression, just catch off these T's off guard. Because right now, Mythic, what we learned from Inferno is they were giving a lot of real estate. They were giving a lot of space for EG to get some room. I think they figured it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I found that time. It worked once for Freakazoid, but is a victory like that replicable? Requires Mythic to get a little bit more proactive. Requires them to get a little bit more lucky with timings. I'm not sure they're willing to take risks like that. I think they're just running more of the standard defaults. 3 towards A, 2 towards B. One player kind of bouncing in between. That's Flom, it appears. You have a case this time around for Mythic. That's good. So across the minute mark, what is it looking like for EG? The default, they're getting water control. They're getting monster control. Showing some presence towards A. EG just playing their game thus far.
Yeah, Mythic kind of scratching their heads a little bit, right? I mean, there's a lot of noise happening. EG just kind of throwing random nades, just trying to catch them off guard a little bit. But they're going right back to the old faithful. They're just going to group up, try to take this together. Cooper by himself. This could either pay off wonders or just fall apart. So far, looking good. Looks like it could be a wonder. But Junior shuts it down. So now it's an even trade back and forth, 4 and 4. Coming in, Stanislaw, the IGL. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get that bomb down, too. It's a 3 on 4, just like that.
A little bit down to the wire, but they get it done. They get it down. And Team Mythic 3 versus 4 with only M4s. Not a lot of retake utility, specifically lacking the smoke, I think is what's most important here. Because of that bathroom's positioning, it makes it really hard to retake unless you have a smoke for the bomb. Kind of shroud your plays. So it's going to be a Mythic save. Conservative call, but I do like it.
I think this is the right call too. Like, again, like in these kind of situations, the money's tight. I mean, the risk of winning, or the chances of winning a 3 on 4 retake like that with limited utility. Yeah, they got 3 flashes with a molly. Yes, there's a way that they can get themselves in those sites, but they haven't been that well today in this series, winning those retake situations. So I think for this, save things out. Look at that. You can have the M4s coming back into play here for the other 2. Definitely the right call. So now for round number 9. See if they can pack more of a punch.
I want to see Cooper play more cohesively. As I mentioned towards the long 2 rounds ago, just completely caught alone. Sure, he gets one with the op, but you need to find more. It's Overpass. You need that tremendous impact for your team. You need to be a spearhead, and you can't be a spearhead when the rest of the pole is on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, this is good aggression, though. So now Cooper actually switching things up a little bit. He's trying to be a little bit quieter. George might run right into him. The flash actually does blind it. Oh my goodness! Yeah, but he's by himself, and George takes him out. He turns his back, and he wins that duel. But does he expect another one? He does, but Blom's going to get the better of him at least. But now, just like that, a 3 on 2. The site's open here for B. Lots of time to go for the post-spawn situation. Mythic, they are split apart. Look at how far they are from each other. They could not be further apart.
Mythic had an idea in that round, and I almost liked it, honestly. 2 towards long, 1 towards party. You can kind of put it together and play that choke point together, holding for the party rush. Not party, a playground rush, I should say. But it doesn't work out in the other goings. However, this retake might just work out. It was a split, as you mentioned. Both players were pressuring over towards A. Both split up. Freakazoid found the opening, but it's quickly traded by Junior on the op. Junior's early misses have been more than repaid at this point. He's proven to be quite consistent thus far on Overpass. Flom, 1v2, no time, no kit, no smoke. Cutting ties with the round. It's the smart call. You hate to see it, though. EG are still kind of running away with this one. Honestly, you need 6 or 7 rounds on your T side for Overpass. EG are already at 7. They have the possibility at 13 if they sweep it. Looking incredibly good for this T side.
Well, and for EG too, I mean, they've had a lot of experience, pretty much as of lately. I mean, they had MIBR where they beat them 16-10 on this map. They lost to Stripe, which was actually a bit shocking for me. That was actually back at the old Flom Cup back in time, a little bit of time ago. But I mean, none the wiser. I mean, again, they were able to find 6 wins in a row, pretty much. I mean, they've been just on full steam ahead here, so it's good to see. And this is actually their stronger side with a 57.6% win percentage on their T, whereas their CT actually is quite close with a 54.5. So, whereas right now Mythic, theoretically they are the best on their CT side, and We're just not kind of getting that glimpse of it yet.
Yeah. That flash, finally Mythic going for some interesting plays, but it's on the pistols, and it's only 1-for-1. Rush falls. Or no, Stanislaw falls, excuse me, but Rush is the one to find the kill. Hate does have a hero rifle, though. She was, again, no kit for a retake. More than likely save that rifle instead. Good trades, but the pistols are doing damage. Maybe it's that time for that Deagle round. We saw it on Inferno. We can see it now. Because we're lurking out with the 5-7 spots. One knows the second as well. He heads the bomb planter, doesn't find the second. Rush gets the trade, and Junior, in the meanwhile, had found one on the Glock. He's just hate. 1 versus 2, it is doable. He has the smoke, but no kit makes it very difficult.
Oh, and he's just gonna, he actually is just gonna stick this, so he's committing to it right now. Rush is spamming away. Oh my goodness, no way does he get this. No way does he get this. Oh my god, he did it. Oh, hate. A 10-second defuse.
I'm going back to my lens of content. That is content.
That is content right there.
If nothing else, that is supreme content.
Oh my word.
Did he survive as well? No,
No,
he doesn't have the AK. He died.
No, he's gone, but whatever, man. You'll take that any day of the week. Wins a 1-on-2 with a 10-second defuse.
That doesn't make you a week. That makes your season. Okay?
Oh,
a win like that makes your season. That is the ultimate flip.
All the views.
All the views. Junior making that round look like a flash in the pan, as is Rush. 2 kills for the price of none. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Maybe they're just resetting the CG economy tactically here.
Well, they got themselves a lot of control. And again, the op still floating around here. It's actually switched up. So Flom, with Cooper being down, he's going to hold on to this. Look at the Freakazoid. A lot of pressure. He's able to get some good damage onto George, but it's not enough. And there it is. Just down to 2-on-5. These CTs might just have to hightail this. Admit defeat, right? I mean, they can't risk this. And oh, good gracious. They're hunting.
He's across the map. There's no way Flom lives here.
Flom is... This is all about surviving, man. He's playing Survivor right now.
He's in the Alamo. He's stuck. There's no control for him. They're already walking down the stairs. Gonna blindside him. Yep, there we go. Walco beheads him from behind. Spogs would put in a cranial cave in. 8-3 guaranteed advantage going into the second half, and they want more as well. 12 is still a distinct possibility. It's pistols for Team Mythic.
That's a good play, though, right? I mean, again, I love that from EG. Like, they go for the right hunt. They know exactly where that op is. They know if they take it out, they don't have to really worry too much about round number 12. In theory, I mean, we've had some crazy pistol rounds before and some ecos, but in this kind of a situation, they're looking like they could solidify a 9th. Putting a little bit more foot on the gas on this one. They're going to put some more pressure. I think that was Cooper. He actually misses a shot. It's a swing and a miss. No dingers here, and EG, they're making this look pretty swift already. And I mean, Flom, look at him. He's by himself, and this is kind of like an attempt, but they're coming behind him.
No flukes this time around. No flashes for Hate to find the hero AK. It's one smoke on Flom. Never mind. It's on the floor. Truck Lover, Freakazoid. Freak has been the hero. You mentioned him. I think he found their second round with a nice double onto the players lining up utility towards A. He's the only player who's positive on this team at 10 kills, but I don't think there's a chance in this round. Both these players might just try to save their Kevlar and their pistols. It would make sense to bring the Kevlar into the next round. But EG already knocking on 9 at this point. You have to wonder, when do you have to just go for it no matter what, because the rounds are so far in their favor.
Yeah, Truck Lover made a lot of noise. Honk of the horn. Stan knew where he was. Takes him out, and yeah, there's no saving the pistol, no saving the armor.
Fucking horn. That was
all the truck puns.
One. Yeah, as many truck puns as possible. Gosh, Truck Lover hat on, man.
Oh, that's the best. I don't know what to expect different now, right? I mean, they got the money here from Mythic. I would think we saw, what was that, like 3 rounds ago, we saw it was Cooper. He was playing out towards Party with the M4. He was trying to do something a little bit adventurous, but it was by himself, though. Like, nobody was supporting him, so I would
so
like
close
to
to being
see
good.
something.
It was so close to being good.
It was so close to being good, and the flash came in, and George, I don't know how he knew it, but he just turned around and got him, but I'd like to see some more aggression like that from Mythic. I think this is the moment they need to try something very different. They nothing is working so far.
If he and the players towards long were a tad bit more aggressive and they played a crossfire holding this exact push from George, like this push right through this choke point, which is definitely like a distinct play you can do, then it's a team play. But as it stood, they were both holding two separate checkpoints, both holding separate choke points. Two players towards long, holding the long swing, one player holding the fountain push. To get more aggressive, as you mentioned. That aggression is what's going to help them, I would say, at this point.
They stacked, actually, this B site, too. They committed to it. They did a 4-player stack, just leaving Cooper by himself on long A. He's got that op. So, again, by himself, no trade opportunity. So, one flash that comes over, he's done. He's dead. Unless he lands some crazy shot right now, George.
Did he spawn him?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. His aim's still...
I think he did. I think he saw the leg. Oh, he's going to clear it. There we go. Nowhere. George is ready for it. That is unfortunate. I like the play from Cooper. He had only one player to worry about there. It would have been a massive opening to find, but as it stands, he falls. Freakazoid finds a trade, sure, but still a 4-on-4, and a 4-on-4 favors the T's. Junior drops Freakazoid. Stanislaw lurking towards B, finds Truck Lover, stampeding around. Holding this, they might actually catch out EG. Good job from Hate to find 2, but it's still a difficult position. Flom, 1 versus 2. He has Kevlar, no smoke, no Molotov. He has to make this retake a very quick one.
Sneaking through. Flom might be able to find this. He does get the back and rush, so now he's looking for somebody else, but there's Stanislaw. Big brain, and it's an evil genius now. Solidifying a 10th round, a 10-3 scoreline. Round number 14, and the money's low. I mean, the money's, I don't want to say it's busted, but I mean, at this point, like, there's no reason for them to commit to the M4s. I know a lot of them have the A1Ss, but they're just going to put the pistols. They're going to keep everything around that 2,000 mark. Definitely the right call for this one. Then they're going to at least have guns for that round 15.
One more chance, realistically speaking, unless they get another pistol round victory. We saw the Deagles on Inferno. We saw the 10-second Ninja Defuse on Overpass. Can't say Team Mythic are completely unlucky because they get boons like that. But this is another difficult one ahead of them. What is the place doing? Kind of splitting up. George, specifically towards long, is alone. That won't stop him from finding the opening. Question is, can he take these 2? There's 2 together. They swing as the Molotov gets thrown, and that's a big one. Hate finds the trade. Hate has the AK. It could be exactly like the last time we saw him win it. EG, though, are making the right read. Immediately rotating towards B. Question is, can Mythic get there quickly enough?
EG going for the big commit right now, and they're not going to mess around. They're actually just going to throw the little bit of utility. So Cooper close by. He's got the MP9. That's a little bit of damage, but that's fine. And okay, never mind. One a little bit quicker. Hate trying to make some more clips here. All the socials, but it's Walco. Spots another one. Just 2 remaining. That's the rifle. The big threat's removed. It's just a CZ, CZ, whatever it is. I'm from Canada. I can say whatever I want, but that's okay. Flom by himself pushes in. Bomb's planted, and she's all done.
Walco's having a heck of a map. Normally, it's your operas that really shine on this one. It's Walco, though. 16 kills to his name. He had a nice double there. The player holding over towards Graffiti. The second one, I believe it was Hate in towards the pit. Looking very good for this T side of EG. Everybody's getting a chance to shine. We talked about George off to fire. He starts some pistol rounds, having a good, consistent map 1. He's still doing good on this map. Rush as well, having his moment. Stanislaw, specifically on the lurks, I think is having a tremendous impact. You get to see him occasionally from time to time just across the map, finding openings. Walco, star rifler here in this one, and Junior as well, getting some flashy op shots. Everything's going well for EG.
Yeah, everybody kind of just firing on all cylinders, right? They're taking a lot of action right now, and Mythic again back to his stack. They're going to have the 4 players towards this B site, just the lurk here of Flom by himself. An interesting setup. We talked about that we wanted Mythic to be a little bit more aggressive, but instead they're going to just be a bit more aggressive in terms of the stacks. And Flom by himself, this is asking a lot, because as soon as he's dead, they have a free site. They're going to spot it. Never mind. Okay, Flom's going to do 2. He's going to be able to win 2 engagements like that, where I thought maybe at the best he's going to be able to find the one. I think he spotted those players. I don't know if they spotted him. They must have heard him for sure. He's still going to re-aggress. And look at this Flom. He's trying to get the viewers a little bit more amped. He's just picking up kill after kill, and he's been able to just put this round into his own hands.
Hero. True hero. The old dog can learn new tricks. Stanislaw surely has him dead to rights, though. He's not even watching for this. Not even a possibility. He might catch timing if he's lucky. Nope. Stanislaw beheads him. Cranial caving. But still, Flom is more than done enough. 3 kills, as we mentioned. Only 2 remaining. Stanislaw and Junior against 4. 30 seconds left. The utility will stream in towards A. That smoke over towards bank. Freaks a little bit ahead of it. Stanislaw spams away, but can't get the clean kill. 20 seconds now. You have to commit immediately if they want this one. There's 2 players here to defend. One over towards the jump up, one towards bank. He's looking up top site, just trying to cover for his teammates' plant. Here it comes. Truck swings, good shot from him. He's gonna stop the plant. No, he's not, but he'll get the kill swiftly afterwards. It is going to be 4-11. Mythic do recover in the final round. Can they recover further and come back to map 3? We'll see after the break. A difficult first half for Team Mythic. They do recover the final round of said first half with some heroics from Flom. Question is, can they maintain that momentum, if you can call it that, into the second half? I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Laz, and it looks like we might have a very fast pistol round on our hands. Cooper, a full belt of utility. Flom, a little bit on his as well. EG, 2 sets of utility and the kit as well. It's going to be a very interesting round. Lots of takes and retakes coming through.
Now it's going to be George again running around and just be able to find that kill. He's blind. You cannot stop this man. He's able to find 2. Almost able to get that 3rd. Oh, good grief. And there it is. This could be a flawless pistol round that's coming in. George just trying to do a little bit more. And there it is. Insult to injury. And that is another pistol round gained here for the evil of geniuses.
Massive one to find. Now, I will say, Mythic, they struggled on map 1 to find bomb plants. At least here, they do get one down. That means they can go for some investment. Okay, this investment's already weird. We got 2 Galils, we got a Mac 10, we got a Nova that's been dropped over to Hate. That has to have been a misinvestment. And a Tech 9 for Flom. So this is kind of all over the board for Team Mythic.
This is a really weird purchase, but I mean, they gotta do something. Like, what is Hate doing? Help me out here, Pineapple.
He's a point man in towards water. Nova in hand.
Is he farming?
Remember we said content. It's kind of the ulterior motive right now. Again, it feels like EG kind of outclassed them. But if Mythic can get some content, it's a big one. Cooper, find Stanislaw. Again, they can play together. They still have tremendous moments of individual skill. Remember that Flom 3K in that final round of the first half, that comes to mind. The Deagle round on Inferno comes to mind as well. Everybody on Mythic has their moments. Issue is EG are a cut above in terms of team play and cohesiveness. Rush and Walco, final 2 nails in the coffin. 13-4 for EG. 3 more rounds, and they will have a 16-4 victory on Inferno, and potentially a 16-4 on Overpass as well if they can sweep these ones.
Yeah, but what do we see now for Mythic? I mean, again, they're gonna have to just put some pistols. Again, keeping that money at least over $1,000. I think the lowest we saw was Freakazoid sitting at around $1,100. 1 PC utility. It's gonna be Cooper with a flashbang. So he's gonna be the one gonna lead the charge with his team. They're gonna try to just, you know, convert some aggression here into this B site. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. Look at this, EG. They're starting to get a good read on this. They're already pulling back on the A aggression. This is a 3-player stack too.
3 players here and ready. The rifles at range to hold it down. The Molotov perfectly timed. Looks like Mythic are gonna go for the boost. Try to find something over the wall, but I don't know if Rush heard or spotted something. Seems like they're already wise to it. Yeah, Walco's waiting for this boost to come through. He should find Hate. Oh, timing's everything. Neither team pulls the trigger. It's an awkward one.
Yeah, Walco's actually repositioning himself a few times, but he does get tagged along the way. But Mythic, again, taking things really slow. Kind of holding things off, you know, trying to keep EG on the guessing game a little bit. Freak's just lurking things out for the time, and Rush gets that boost. That's a good time on it. He's able to find Hate's head. I think he was able to swap that other player too. I mean, that might have been tough with the flash that came in right after that kill.
Yeah. George, everybody holding it down. That some players can go down. I guess they find some kills, silver lining, but 14-4 you need rounds. There's no excuse at this point. Anything less than that is a failure.
Yeah, it's looking a little bleak right now. I mean, this is it. This is the moment where we have to see Mythic to keep themselves in this game and pulling up some rounds. They're going to need this one. Round 19 is pretty critical. If they lose this, this is putting series point in the pocket here for EG. Op available here for Junior. AK's across here for Mythic. And it's going to be Junior that's actually going to put some good pressure into mid. He falls back. He makes the shot. He misses, but He's got some information at least, so they know they're not just committing towards a B hit this time. But look at EG's setup.
Oh,
They've actually
Walco.
committed 4 players, and they're going to walk through this. Oh, hey, he might be able to get the replay. There should be a flash coming through after. Nope, they don't even need it. They don't even need it.
Don't even need the respect. It's just a straight aggressive play. Find the opening. It kind of forces Mythic now to choose the A site or go down connector. And it looks like they're going to choose A. Quick rotations coming up from EG as well. Walco has them stuck. It's just EG playing with their food at this point. They're forcing them into the site, compelling them in, and players are waiting with open arms. Stanislaw will throw a smoke. I believe it's for Divider, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Molotov going in. It's not even Divider. What is that smoke? Is that intentional?
No. If
Don't
it
be
is,
so confident. Don't be so confident.
Someone let me know. Someone let me know if I'm wrong. Like, what on earth is that smoke? What is it supposed to do?
Well, at least find the opening. They're gonna have to trail in as well. But Stanislaw, the second player at the truck, finds one. Rush combined
Hesitation.
fire for a second. Flom and Freakazoid both tagged. Freakazoid, he'll find one. Stanislaw with the USP finds one. Rush the second. It's looking like we're going to have a scoreline exactly the same here on map 2 when compared to map number 1. No bomb plant for Mythic means their buy is going to be very difficult. It's just not looking good for the content crew.
It's not looking good at all. And that take on for them on the T side was just so weird. Like, they were so close. They were able to find that first opener. Then they kind of just get stuck in the mud, caught in a bear trap. I don't know. They just couldn't move anymore. And then it was just, I think that was Rush that was able to find 2. It just seemed a little bit, I don't know what it was, Nate. I got no words for it. But now they're going to try to put a little bit more pressure onto this. And EG,
Okay.
they just do it fast and furious, man.
They've been changing it up again. They do look like a cut above. It's not because, you know, they're not just playing fast and loose and relying on individual aim. They keep on changing the strategy. They keep on going for different things. That push and monster the round before. Of course, the push towards water here and now through connector. They're showing sophisticated strat that is just catching out the likes of Mythic. There we go. It is the game done and dusted. It was a very quick one tonight, lads. 16-4 on Inferno, the pick of Mythic. 16-4 on the pick of EG. Overpass, and it is EG. We had some questions for them. We thought it might be closer than it was, but they have indeed looked very convincing in this one.
Yeah, honestly, this was probably one of the best showings we've seen from EG. This was really impressive for me because, again, there was a lot of storyline talking about Junior.